You know, I don't want people to get the idea that I'm just a crabby old woman, because, you know, I like to let loose every so often. Yeah. You know, sometimes with a good old fashioned or a I like old fashions. Southern comfort, sweet, with a cherry. That'll put me in a happy mood. Yeah. Where's that pool boy been anyway? I haven't seen Tiny anywhere.
Hi, it's nameless relative.
I'm kind of devastated to find out that Tiny is gone.
I was able to sneak out and enjoying the pool.
Hey everybody, it's Pumpkin, just laying out in the sun.
I'm strangely adept to swimming.
You know what that means. Kind of baking out here actually. Making a pumpkin pie.
But I guess that's because my toes are all webbed. And my fingers.
I'm gonna have to find somebody else to distract me.
I have webbed fingers and toes, so I'm a really good swimmer.
It's funny.
So I explained while driving to work, this is that chalkboard that you could see through, and if you look at it now, that it's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see where it says Welcome Lauren on it. A few more coats would probably get that taken care of. If I really wanted to do a good job, I'd sand it out. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. As far as that paint blending in, you can kind of see that, but I think once it's on the wall, depending on what I do with it, but that's done. So I am satisfied with that. I could probably do another coat. I had actually taken the twine off. Didn't need to because I didn't paint over there, but I'm going to just put the twine back in it and call this one done. Again, 95% good enough for me. So let me just get that back through. And I'll show you real quick too, while I'm at it, what the two frames turned out looking like that I painted black with this chalkboard paint. Again, no specific reason for using chalkboard paint other than that's the only black paint I happen to have on hand, so that's fixed. Ready to reuse. All right, so here's my two black frames. This was the one from Dollar Tree, and as you can probably tell, you know, one of them is a little beefier than the other, but as long as I don't hang them right next to each other, which, why would I hang the same painting next to each other? I think we're going to be okay with those. Those are meant for, in case you missed it, those are meant for these. So let's just take a peeky and see what that's going to look like. Gives you an idea, but I'm going to do a framing video at a later time. But yeah, I like it. Actually, looking at it this way, I'm wondering if I should do it the other way around. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But framed, I think they're both really very pretty. So that's an upcoming episode. Let me put that away and I'll tell you why we're really here. Does anybody recognize this particular work of art? Yeah, probably. I had an idea for it. Let's get started. And thank you for sending this to me. I was glad that it hadn't been thrown away yet. I have an idea. Imagine that. So first of all, what I want to do is I am going to cut away the excess paper on this. Let's see here. Can't do that, can I? There we go. And I have got to tell you that upon very close examination using my 2.0 glasses, whoever did this painting has an incredible eye for detail. I mean, and they have some sort of pet population in their home. But I haven't seen anybody else's up close other than my own, and I am amazed at how incredibly precise these drills were laid. I mean, it's amazing to me because it's so consistent. So much so that I feel like I need to show this close up so that you all know, at least in my case, how subpar my work really is. She's gonna pass me up in no time, I know it. Today's Friday, August 3rd. I will bet you anything that she passes me up by next Friday. She's gonna do it. An awesome job. So I'm really, really happy for her. She's gonna pass me up and I'll, you know, be begging to advertise my channel in her comments. Hey, Abstract Crafter, love your work. Check out mine. I've got a channel too. But I'm so happy for her. If anybody deserves it, well, lots of people deserve it, but that girl, she is fantastic. So let me show you this up close. Do you see that? No, my hands are shaking. I'm trembling. This is absolutely amazing how these drills were laid. I cannot get over it. It's just, I'm awestruck. I don't even know what to say. The picture's ugly as fuck, but the drill placement is beautiful. This is like flawless. This person clearly puts a lot of attention to detail, and it shows for sure. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's ugly as shit. It looks like, I don't know, a throbbing organ or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Something that's not healthy going on in there. But yeah, that looks like something's had it skinned. But Yeah, so anyway, drill placement, beautiful. Picture. I just had to share that. Let's move on. Okay, so what, pray tell, does that crazy woman have in mind? Kind of a secret, but I just thought it would be fun to have a bit of a ceremony, if you will. A dragon slaying. Now, I don't know that scissors are going to do it. I don't know if you can slay a dragon with a pair of scissors. So I think we might need to get out the knife, but let's give it a try. I think what we're going to do is, let's just start. What, pray tell, does that crazy woman have in mind? Kind of a secret, but I just thought it would be fun to have a bit of a ceremony, if you will. A dragon slaying. Now, I don't know that scissors are going to do it. I don't know if you can slay a dragon with a pair of scissors. So I think we might need to get out the knife, but let's give it a try. I think what we're going to do is, let's just start. I've gone over 2 more here. Let's go. There. Now I'll get it. There we go. Okay, so what did I just do? I cut out the bad part. Ta-da! No, I have something else planned, but this is going to be sent out to Hackgiver. Just going to throw that on in there. Keeping this part for myself. I have ideas as well, but that's it for that episode of Dragon Slayer. Stay tuned to find out what happens next.
Okay, so it's middle of a lightning storm, and Jasmine would rather get in the shower with Daddy than be by herself. You can shut it. What are you doing, girl? Weirdo. I just can't be alone. Do you leave the door open so she can leave when she wants, or do you just leave it shut?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for letting me share that little experience.
Yeah.
Okay. She sat under the water on your feet in the shower.
On my feet. She had to sit on my feet. And I shooed her off and she just was whining and then I stood there and she got on my feet again.
Oh my God.
We tried to do all up. We tried to do as soon as we could. Do you hear Jesse?
Wet. Get a little drowned rat.
Okay, you got her now.
Alright, so mine. Wet dog. Thank you, honey.
What?
Wet dog. Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Vicki Lynn coming back to you with some more life hacks. So, hope you enjoy it. And if you have other ideas that you'd like to share, let me know and I'll try it out.
Hey, Diamond Paintin' Pals, this is Allison, and this time we're going to do another tips video, episode 2 of the tips. If you haven't seen the first one, be sure to go and look at my channel page, and you'll find it labeled Tips 1, or something like that. You'll find it, trust me, I know you're very, very bright, you can do it. Today's tips are going to be about drill pens, and I will tell you, I have a very big top secret reveal at the end of the ultimate drill pen, in my opinion. I love to experiment with different things. Every time I hear about something new, I really want to get it. So we've got 3 different goops in these ones. We've got the pink goop. We've got green goop. May I have some of your green goo? Green goo. Anyways, and then the last thing that I've been trying out lately is because of Miss Wendy. Hello, Miss Wendy. Hello. Hello. She says Aileen's Instant Tacky is her favorite. I had a coupon and I picked it up and I was very happy. I haven't used it a lot, but I have used it. And this one, you just kind of poke it in there and away you go. The goops themselves. Pink, just doesn't last that long, and it tends to like keep leaving goop. Like you clean up the goop, you think you're good, no, more goop. It's a very goopy pen, very goopy goop. The green, like it a lot, stays sticky for a really long time. The pink doesn't stay sticky that long, but we all know that. The green stays sticky for a very long time. It's really good like that, except I find it very stringy. So when you use it, I have found that, like, eventually it just kind of leaves strings, and if it does leave something, it's green, right? So it's green. Not my favorite. Works well, not my favorite. And then we've got the white. Now, I've just started playing with the white one, but I like it. It stays sticky. It's white, so it's not green goop or pink goop. It doesn't appear to be leaving anything, and you can hear, here, listen. See how sticky it is? Pretty good. I like it. All right, moving on. So far the winner here is the Aileen's, gotta agree. There we go. I took an extra direct term life insurance policy. How much should we do? 300? Okay, well, let's just check that off. Let's do $300,000 for direct term, because I want to be very insured, because I just watched Mandy's other video about driving insurance, and I just want to make sure my life is good too. Thanks for the tips. Okay. Those ones I put down slowly, carefully. I like to get them just right. And then I'll have like a field of them if I have a lot of, one color. And then you come in with your thingy dingy and you just pick out more, and you can go really fast. And just fill them all up and fly. So, and then like there's really no aiming. on the second round because you're just fitting in between two other perfectly placed diamonds.
I've got so many things I want to do that I've like stalled out on doing nothing because I can't decide what to do. So I just need to get out there and do it. So here's the first one we're going to do. This is the two Soulmates, and I had a wooden frame already. I painted it with black chalkboard paint because that's all I had laying around. I bought this one at Dollar Tree for $1. It's plastic, and I painted it black as well. A couple of coats, 2-3 coats of paint on those. I'm not gonna, go into any more detail on paint. Now, I have to decide which one I want and which frame. So I know I did this before, and I can't remember what I decided. I don't know. Let's just try it. Let's just step back and look at it. All right, I'm going to come over there by you. You move the camera just slightly because you guys are missing a lot. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, you don't need to see me. Okay, let's do these side by side and decide. All right, let me see. I don't know which way I want to do this. There's one. There's two. Yeah, I think this is busier with all the colors, so the bigger frame, and this is simpler. I'm going to switch them. Let's try that. Yes, I think so. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. All right. Here it goes. So, let me see here. I guess let's start with the little one. Okay. Now, let me just start by dropping everything on the floor. Okay. The easiest way of knowing how big it needs to be is by doing with the glass. So it is almost perfect. I don't know why I always keep these. I don't know. I'm weirdo. And this is the back to it. A little bit of yarn there. Okay, so, yep, I do need to fill in a little. I can see that. I don't know what I was doing with that. I'm not thinking straight today. Let's do this facing you guys. Oh my God, it's yawning. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. All right. Just a tiny little bit needs to come off as far as what I have to cover, but it actually may end up being just fine in the frame depending on how this glass fits in here. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to fit just fine. It's going to cover that up. Okay, so I don't even know that I'm going to need to put any kind of filler on this one. Let me just double check that. Let's see, yep, that's perfect. That way, I'll show you as soon as yeah, that's going to be perfect. It does not show any border on either side, so this is going to be super simple. I can just cut it completely off. I was just watching Allison's latest video. It was actually in the middle of it, and she is talking about the Aleene's Instant Tacky, and she likes it. So that's fantastic. Glad to hear somebody's using that. I thought it was, my trial was the best. I never did try the Florist, the green floral clay. The Aleene's does cost a little more than Loctite, but I think it leaves less residue on the drills, and I feel like it lasts longer, and doesn't tend to pop out of the drill pen on you. So I was happy to see that somebody benefited from that little experiment. And she also was talking about, if I'm misunderstanding, I'm sorry, Allison, but it sounded like people put a little drill off to the side to clean off the leftover wax. You saw it from Donnie first, and that's awesome. I actually never saw Donnie's video, but I had thought of that a while back, but using the Aleene's, I didn't have a big enough issue with the squished out wax to bother following through on that one. But great minds think alike, right? I also caught up on Brandy's videos. Saw her camping video. Just finished that one. And I think Brandy, I personally think, do the weighing. I want to see how accurate the drills in the little bags are, when you figure out the weight per, and then they supposedly give you whatever it is, the extra 20% or 30% depending on the company. Do a little test and see if they're actually giving you the extra percentage that they say that they are. That'd be, I think, interesting. I've seen the weights long time ago when I first started doing diamond painting. In one of the Facebook groups, somebody had posted the weights of the diamonds, and I think I might have included a screenshot of that measurement in past video at some point. I guess because I have so few paintings and I haven't finished very many, I haven't really had issues with running out of drills because I haven't finished anything to run out. So there we go. All right, now let me get my secret weapon for cleaning glass. Invisible glass. I discovered this when I was reglazing windows in my house back in Wisconsin. And stuff's great. Love it. I use it on my special glass, like the glass in my craft room, like the bathroom mirror. I use it on my electronics. It's my very first can ever, and I've had it for a couple of years now, so I don't use it on everything. I haven't actually looked to see if I can find it again. I'm thinking probably find it at like Home Depot or whatever. Can't remember where I originally bought it, but it works fantastic on glass. For the electronics though, I don't know. I don't know that much about electronics. I always spray it on the rack first and then wipe, not spraying it right on my phone. Better safe than sorry, I guess. I don't know. And thank you so much for the information about inserting a memory card into my phone. I really appreciate that. My son, the IT major, didn't give me the correct information on that one, so I have now an SD card in my phone and an extra 64 gigs of space. So that's awesome, and getting the back off of it and everything. I couldn't find my key, but my cube mate, Edgar, with the big plants, he had one on his keychain for his phone, which he had the same phone as me. So, and he told me just use a whatever you got laying around that's long. And I tried a pin, but the pin wasn't strong enough, or my fingers couldn't get a grip of the pin strong enough to actually push on it. Couldn't get the leverage. So I improvised, and what I ended up using at home, because I didn't have Edgar with me here when I was actually had my SD card, pulled it out of my old phone, or no, I pulled it out of my tablet and put it in my phone. So Edgar and his tool weren't here to help. That sounds horrible. Okay, so I went on a scavenger hunt through the house to see what I could find that would work, and an earring, the kind, with the hook, that dangle earring, that popped that sucker right out. So if anybody needs to know how to get your little SD card thing open on your phone and you're not sure what to use, try an earring. Okay, that's like so perfect. They fit that I have to be careful when I mat this thing, because if I go one way or the other, just the slightest little bit, it's going to be off. So how do we resolve that? With tape, of course. And let me see here. It's not going to do anything. Okay, let me just get it lined up as best as I can. And throw a little piece of tape on there. I want to just make sure I can't see my table through any of these sides. And I should be able to just tape that down. There we go. Ooh, don't push so hard, Wendy. You'll break the glass. Okay, we're good. Nobody's going to see the back side. It'll be fine. So. I also have the unboxing from Diamond Art Club to post, and I finally figured out the affiliate program with that, and by figured out means signed up. So I now I'm also Diamond Art Club affiliate. I will include that link in my descriptions of my videos. I'll probably have to go backward, I'm guessing, and add it into old ones. However, the difference is going to be with the affiliate program. My promo code is now worth 15% discount instead of 20. It was worth 20, but once you're an affiliate, it drops down to 15, because, you know, you gotta give me a little something, right? Anyway, if anybody does purchase anything through that, I'd be very grateful. But I know there's lots of us who, we all watch each other. It's, you know, it's a pretty tight-knit community as far as everybody's watching the same exact videos. And I know Brandy and Gwen both have their affiliate links out there. So, you know, whoever, just get yourself a discount. I was reading a little bit about it because I was, is that showing? I think it's okay. It's a little off, darn it. I was reading how the affiliate link works, and I don't know anything about computers. Cookies. Okay, whoever knows about cookies, yay. I don't know what it is and how they work. But apparently when you use somebody's link, it attaches a cookie so that if in the next 30 days you go back to that website even on your own without using that person's link, they've kind of assigned you to them because that's how you came in. So that was kind of funny because I saw Brandy had put her link in her video and I followed her link to see if it worked. And so now if I were to buy anything from them in the next 30 days, it's going to go to Brandy. That's kind of funny. So, but you can't use your own link anyway. You can't, yeah, that looks good. You can't use your own affiliate link to purchase. So, hey, give the sale to Brandy. And then next time, Gwen, and I'll just rotate. Okay. Voila! There's one down. So that was really simple. You can see, super simple. Got lucky on that one as far as it, you know, fit the frame perfectly. Let me take a quick looky-loo at that and see how it looks. Oh yeah. Hi. Yeah, that looks good. Let's try and do it without the bathroom light shining on it. There we go. Very pretty. So I'm liking it. That looks good. Okay, so here's your second one. And I can see right away, I've got a little scratch on it. I stacked them in the closet. I have to touch that up. There's some there too, so I'm going to frame it first. I'll touch that up later because I don't want to wait for paint to dry. So, as you can see, this was an actual wooden frame. I'm going to do essentially the same thing with the glass piece. And if you saw my haul video, I want to protect my table. It's been getting kind of jacked up, so I just taped these together really simply so that I can fold them all up and they don't slide around while I'm working. And anyway, protect my table a little bit, try and get it to last. It was, you know, one of those things that, you know, it's been on my wish list for, you know, decades that I wanted a really good craft table. And since we did sell everything we owned before we moved to Florida, you know, it was a couple of things here and there where I really wanted, you know, something and willing to sacrifice other stuff in order to get, you know, that one thing that I really, really want, which is my craft table. So, you know, I'll give up a new wardrobe and shoes and summer clothes and all that, and, you know, live in the moo-moos that we bought in Mexico in order to get craft tables. So that's kind of what I did. Get more use out of it. I did do a lot of looking, though. I know I said we bought everything on Wayfair, but I checked everywhere online for the craft tables, and I bought the one that I thought served my purpose the best and would look nice in the room. There's a lot of them that were more along the hack things, you know, taking an old armoire and having a flip out, almost like an ironing board that comes out for the craft table and all that stuff. Because originally I thought, well, we should double the craft room as a guest room, and my husband said, no, we'll just have a separate guest room completely. So your craft room you don't have to share with anybody. That was nice. So I was looking when we were still in Wisconsin, didn't know where we were going to live or what kind of house, but he said he was pretty adamant he wanted me to have a craft room that I didn't have to share with anybody, as far as doubling as a guest room with a pull-out or anything like that. You know, I was like envisioning having a Murphy bed in here with a craft table that also was kind of the Murphy bed idea, that folded out, and you know, then a sofa that folded. I don't know, I was just envisioning it being more like a little living room, doubling as my craft room. Now this one only has a hanger on the one side, so I'm going to have to add a hanger to it, and that kind of blows, but let's, you know what I forgot to do? I'm talking. Multitasking. Let's see. Or maybe I did and I forgot. That happens too. Yeah, this one I do need. I think I'm going to need to put something around the edge because it's like not even close. But when I put it in here, it is close. So again, it might be just fine. Let's double check. I'm trying to get this without smears. I'm no good at windows. My husband is awesome at doing windows and cleaning. He had a cleaning business back in Wisconsin. He did... he had a carpet cleaning business, fire and water damage restoration. So he did like all kinds of cleaning when we were, well, before he met me. He had a business doing all that stuff. So he's like the expert on how to clean just about anything. And he's really good at doing windows. I'm terrible at it. I always leave streaks and smears. So, now let's see, because I don't know, again, with that wood, if it's going to end up covering. Let's check it out. Let's see here. Yeah, if it fits that way, we're okay. And let's try it this way. Yep, we're good. We don't need to do anything special with these. They're nothing special. All right, glasses again. I'm really tempted to like pull out all those crappy drills, but you know, there's way too many things that I would rather be doing than fixing that. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to cut it so close this time either, because I think I had plenty of space to maneuver. I didn't have to be so precise on that last one. I also like to keep these with the schematic in my binder for the paintings that I'm done with, because I'm a hoarder. I gotta find a use for everything. I actually got my time in the pool today before it started raining. It was like perfect. I went out there at, I don't know, 12:45, 12:30, 1:45. And I came in at 3:30, and by 4 o'clock was the big booms of lightning cracks and everything that caused Jasmine to accompany Brian in the shower. I'll show a little clip of that, or unless I already did. But I even told him while he was climbing in the shower about the research, Lorma pulling up that Mythbusters did the experiment that you can get struck by lightning bathing in your house, and he didn't seem too concerned, so took a shower anyway. And I was a little bit protesting that okay, well, you're making the choice to get struck by lightning, but I don't want Jasmine struck by lightning, but she went in with him anyway. A little bit of something on there. Now, I've heard people talk about using a toothbrush. I've never felt the need to clean mine, but this is the first time I've ever seen any kind of residue on anything, and it's just a little tiny bit. So I'm not gonna scrub it. But now I'm like obsessing over the little, see how that is? I can see little, there's a little something in there. Yeah, the extra little gaps here and there are kind of bugging me. There, got that out. There's another one. There. Okay, now I'm starting to understand the toothbrush. Yeah, these little things are bugging me. There's another one. And another one. Okay, totally understanding the toothbrush now. I don't have a spare one laying around at the moment though. I mean, I do, I just don't want to get up because I'm lazy. I mean, it's literally like 20 feet from me, but I don't want to go get it. There we go. Okay, now, probably should just tape that one down too to be safe. Make sure that it doesn't show through. That seems good. Make sure it's okay in the bottom. Yep, okay. Alrighty. I don't know how helpful this framing video is, seeing as my paintings ended up being like fitting perfectly in an 8x10 frame. But if you do go to, for example, Diamond Art Club, and whether you can still get in on that free painting with you paying shipping, if they still have any left, do that. Or if you, oh, I heard one crack. I heard a snap. Snap. There's another one. Silly me. I didn't roll anything over it either. I don't want to pull it back out though. Silly, silly. If you buy one of those small ones, from Diamond Art Club, 8x10 frame, I'm imagining it's going to fit them all. I don't know about that. Oh, I have it over there. I'll have to measure that and see. But probably, huh? There, I think that's good. Yeah, I can see more white crap on there. That's going to bug me. Sorry, gotta pull it out. I guess we're going to have to go get a toothbrush. While I'm up, I'll just measure the owl. It's like 7 3/4 by 9 3/4. So yeah, it probably would fit in an 8x10 as well. So that's 2 out of the 4. So if you do that, the framing's going to be a piece of cake. I'm going to do electric. Why not, right? So essentially all I did was just work it down further in there. Sweet. All right, and let's see, what do I have that I can use? I don't have a rolling pin or anything up here. So I will use a roller. Just push down. I've used the trays too. You gotta make sure you don't have one of the ones that's got grooves on the bottom, but I've used the trays to push down my drills. There we go. There. Okay. So easy framing if you buy one, get one of those from Diamond Art Club, or the dimensions of them. If we're talking centimeters, 33 by 28 centimeters fits an 8 by 10 frame. And then the other one, I don't know, that's the Diamond Art Club. The specs on it, again, they've been remeasuring their stuff, but 33 by 28 on that one, and the other one was like just a hair bigger, but not enough that it even made a difference in the frame. So that makes framing easy. I don't need to go that way just a tiny bit. Probably got a big print on it now. So you can see I'm not a professional framer. I did it again. I've got to go further down. See if I use it enough times to the point where the tape no longer sticks. There we go. Now I hope this time it's going to work. Otherwise, we're going to go to the next step, which was using that ribbon. Let's see. There we go. There we go. That works. Okay. Cheap frames with these little metal pins that just bend down. Very, very cheap frames. Okay. There's that. Let's see. Oh, that looks nice, huh? With the bathroom light. Let's see, when you do that, you can see a little light in there, but I think when you hang it on the wall, you're going to be fine. And if anything, to get rid of that light, see that? Just push on this, because it doesn't have, it's so cheap, it doesn't have enough. I could just put a little piece of duct tape on there to keep the light from popping in. But, yeah, I guess I might as well tape it down. And I don't have any of that fancy duct tape you girls have. I've got regular old gray duct tape. beautiful. Okay, now I would want to touch that up, and if I wanted to, I could make, rather than putting a hanger on it, and I hate these teeth ones, I hate those. I have had several old homes where it was plaster walls, and if you're not familiar with old homes and plaster walls, it was considered taboo to put a hole in a wall because of the plaster work. You just didn't put nail holes in your walls. They had what was referred to as picture rail. So if anybody's ever seen this in their home and not realized what it is, if you've got an old house where the molding is like maybe 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch from the ceiling, you've got a gap, and you're thinking, well, what kind of idiot hung that crown molding? It's not crown molding, it is picture rail. And what people would do, there's actual hooks that are shaped like a question mark, and then a little lip off the bottom of it. And the big round part of it fits over the picture rail. And then it's got this part that comes down, and you hang all of your pictures and artwork by ribbons or cording or whatever. So that would be something I could do if I wanted to, rather than actually putting a hook on here, is just attach, and I think duct tape would hold it. This thing doesn't weigh much. I could just duct tape some ribbon on there and away we go. So let's do that. Why not, right? Now what I'm going to do, just to try and avoid the ribbon from pulling through the duct tape, is I'm going to put a knot at the end of each side. Because I like to use what I've got laying around. I don't like to leave the house and go to the store and buy parts, so I'll just life hack. Okay. Now I want to make sure that my shiny side of my ribbon is facing out. And I am going to just put it right over that duct tape that I already put on there so that I'm not causing more damage. And cut off the excess there. I don't want it coming out past the frame. And I might as well tape down the little nubbin so it doesn't unravel. There we go. That looks good enough to me. And I'm doing it on an angle. And same thing, shiny side out. And I want to make sure that I get it, you know, pretty much where it is on the other side, or it's going to hang crooked. In that your ribbon, I mean, it's going to hang straight, but your ribbon will not look symmetrical. So let's get this one on. And a little more. I didn't quite get that all the way as far as I wanted to on that one. Now, if this was a heavy picture, I don't think I would trust just a couple pieces of duct tape. especially if it's got glass on it, because you're gonna be spending money for a new frame, because it's certainly not worth this frame to buy a new piece of glass. Just buy a different 8x10 frame and take the glass out of it from the dollar store, if it fits. All right. Now that's why I put that knot on there, and I'll try and show you. Let's see here. I think we're good. And I could just rip this off, but I'm gonna leave it there because I might someday use this as a table frame again. But I'm gonna show you the reason for the knot. So with this knot and this duct tape, if over time that loosened up, and you can see with me pulling, it wants to move. The knot, the idea behind it is that knot is going to keep it from sliding underneath there as long as that stays. Now, I probably shouldn't have put it right in the crack. I probably should put it on a flat side, and then that would be less likely to lift up. But I think because this thing is so light, I don't think I'm going to have a problem. I could put another piece over each of these for extra safety. Probably not a bad idea. Let's do that. Florida is known for a lot of earthquakes. Or no, that's sinkholes, sorry. So sinkholes. So I'll just put an extra piece here. And did it again. Went past the frame. Let's get that off. There we go. And one more. There's my stomach. Okay. There. All right. Now, obviously, you know, you're going to see whatever kind of nail you're going to use or whatever, so you'd want to get something pretty. Or what I did a lot in my homes, because I had the picture rail, double hanging pictures with that. So what I would do in this case, because this one actually has a hanger for a nail, is I would just put the nail for this picture down under this one, like that. If I was going to actually hang these one above the other like that, which I don't think I will. Oops, sorry. Another thing is, depending on, you know, where you're going to put it, stocking hangers, you know, for the mantle, you could hang it off of some sort of ledge, like on my, here, let me show you. Like if I were to do it up there, sorry about the light, up on my cabinet, I could hang one off the top of that from a ribbon. So those are just some ideas for you. But just an idea. You don't have to listen to anything I say. This one, I'm thinking this one would look pretty because it has a lot more of the purple than the other one. Thinking that could look good in the bathroom. Let's bring it in there. What do you think? That looks pretty good in this room, huh? It's got a lot of that purple. I think the other one would look pretty too, but because it has so much purple, and this is the only room in the house that I have that plum color, I think this would be the room for that one. I just need to fix up, like I said, I've got some scratches. Gotta fix that. But there you go. 2 frames. Pretty simple. I don't know what else to say. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have other ideas. And if you want to be on the map, tell me your name, your city, your state, country, and a little bit about you. And I'll add you in for the map. Okay. Bye-bye now. Oh, don't forget, hit like, subscribe, share, you know, whatever. buy something from Diamond Art Club. I'm going to have my link in there. And up next, the unboxing from Diamond Art Club. That's exciting.
You know, I came to realize that the only way I can tune out this nonsense is to put in noise-canceling earbuds. I still can't help but watch, but I don't have to listen to it. Oh, I would not do it that way at all. I think that turned out really just